Hello friends, this is Durga again from itversity. As part of this video, I will show you how to prepare content using Microsoft Office's PowerPoint presentation. In this, I will not be covering everything in Office PPT, but I will try to cover most important aspects of it for effective presentation. Okay, so as part of that, I will try to focus on shapes, formatting, and animations. There are significant differences between Office on Mac and Office on Windows. So I will try to cover the same concepts using Office on Mac as well as Office on Windows. This one is Office on Mac. For that, you need to have a Microsoft Office license first. Once you have that, let me close this. Quit. And if you don't see your Microsoft PPT or PowerPoint here, what you have to do is you have to click on applications, and in applications you have Microsoft Office, and there is Microsoft PowerPoint here. Either you can take this route, or on top right corner there is a magnifying glass icon. That spot is not recorded as part of this video. It is called a spotlight search. It is on top right corner. It will look like a magnifying glass. You can click on this. You will see. So this is the icon on top right. Once you click on icon, it will bring up the spotlight search, and in that you can say Microsoft PowerPoint and hit enter, and it will open up. So once it opens up, you can choose whatever template you want. I am using a blank template. You can choose that one and then choose. It will open up like this. And the first and foremost thing you should do, especially on Mac, is by clicking on File. On top left there is a Apple icon, after that PowerPoint, and after that there is a File menu. You can click on that File menu and it will expand menu like this. You have to click on Save As and go to the location where you want to save this PPT. So in this case, I'm planning to save it under Google Drive, Training, and Content Publishing, and I will just save it as Demo. Okay. Once you save it, you can give a title: Demo, Demonstration of Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, and if you already have a template for your organization, I will recommend you to use the template so that all the pages have that. We don't have the icon yet. We don't have the logo yet for itversity. So once I have itversity, I will create a template and I will use that template for presentations moving forward from that moment. Okay, once you have this slide, you can click on next to the slide on the left side. So you can see slides and outline. On the slide section, you can click on anywhere beyond the slide and hit enter, and it will create a new page. You can give a title here for your slide, and you can so I will highly recommend to come up with agenda for your content and type the agenda over here, like overview and other stuff which I have done as part of my main presentation for this one. And once you have that, if you want to increase or decrease the font size, because the title can be lengthy also, and it is always better to limit your title to 1 or 2 lines, and set the font size of your title to adjust to that. So if you want to increase the size of your title, here, especially on Mac, after the font and the size, there is the increase font size and decrease font size icons. Either you can directly type the size here and hit enter, or you can use this one to increase the size. So you can do whatever you want. So the advantage of using this one is, for example, now this one of is of different font size and this one is of different font size. This is 32 and this is 28. And if you want to increase or decrease your font size relatively by using this approach, rather than typing, if you type here, everything will be changed. Everything will be let's say now you give 18. Both overview and this text is of size 18, which need not be a very good presentation. For that reason, instead of using size directly here, I will use this decrease font size, and if you see, now this is of size 24 and this is of size 20. So the size will decrease relatively at each and every section of your presentation. So using these ones are much more effective than typing whatever size you want. And if you try to increase or decrease size at each and every para or each and every line, then it will take a lot more time and it will become tedious. Okay, so now you are under overview, and after typing few lines, again if you want to create another title like this at the means if you want to create a tree structure, if you want to create the tree structure of your content, and if you want to add another overview, what you have to do is, so if you try like this overview 2, it will be part of this overview it will be a subsection under overview. But if you want to add one more main section, then what you can do is you can choose this line, and after these change font sizes, you have the bullets. Okay, if you want to change the icon, you can expand this one and you can change it. But more than that, we want to get this as main section as an overview. So for that, you have to use these two icons, which are called as indentation. So you have to decrease the indentation, and now you can see that overview is at the same level, and even the size is adjusted to 24 versus 20 earlier. So like that, you can actually take care of indentation and prepare your presentation in a true tree structure. So root will be your title, and then from there you can have multiple branches, and again each branch can have multiple sub branches, and then you will have the leaf level content. So this is the leaf level content for now. Okay, so so this is the brief introduction about typing the content. Now we will talk about shapes. Okay, so at times you want to explain complex concepts, and let me give it as using shapes. Okay, save it. So whenever you make good amount of changes, always try to save it, especially on Mac. On Windows it will try to create multiple versions and you can recover to the latest one, but on Mac it does not work as it works in Windows. Okay, so now using shapes, let me delete this. This is primarily to type the text, and let's say we want to define a flow to our original presentation, which is publishing content. Under Google Drive, training, content publishing, this is the main presentation. So we have this flow. To prepare the content, first we need to prepare the content, then record the videos, then uploading the videos, then monetization and spread the word. So so if you want to put it in as a flow chart, okay, you have to use shapes for this. Okay, and how many shapes we need? 1 2 3 4 5. So let us create 5 shapes, all rectangles, though I don't want to make it very complicated. Okay, and if you want to change the color of it, you can select this one. Make sure you select this one and click on this one. This one is called as fill, and this one is and this one is to fill the color behind the text. So this is to fill the fill the shape we have selected, in this case square. You can select it and you can click on that. Whatever color is there, that will be applied immediately. If you want to change the color, you can expand it and you can choose whatever color you want. And by default, when you try to type the text, it will be in the white color. And if you want to change this white color to more dark colors, this is the one which will take care of changing the color of your text. Okay, you can expand this and you can change the color for the text. Now you can see that it is black. And then if you want to highlight a particular text, you can use this one, and in this case let us highlight using this color. Okay, so that one, as this is a shape, actually it is applied on the borders of it. But if I actually take the text box here, so if you want to create, so by default whenever you create the slide, this is a text box. But if you want to if you want to create a text at any given point in time, then you can actually create the text box by choosing this one and then start typing here. Now if you want to change the color of this text box, means background in the text box, you can choose this. Okay, actually it changes only at the border. Yeah, to highlight the text, I think it is different. We will see it later. Anyway, coming back to shapes, if you want to change the color at your boundary of your shape, you have to use this one. But if you want to fill the shape, you have to use this one. So these two are, I do not use this one that often, but this one I typically use it to change the color. So let me delete this and let me say preparing content. Okay, and I want to change the color of my text to black. Okay, now I have one shape. You can choose this, means if you want to maintain the size of it, again if you want to decrease the font size, you can use this one. Okay, and to keep it uniform, if I want to use boxes of same size for everything, I can now just copy and paste. In Mac, you have to use Command C to copy and Command V to paste, or you can right click on this copy. Command is beside your space bar on Mac, so you can use that one, and C for copy and V for paste and X for cut. Now I will create 5 of these. And first let me order these things. So when you actually move it, it will highlight whenever it is in line with the other shapes in that line. So make sure everything is formatted properly. Okay, and also even the distance between the shapes should be as much uniform as possible. So it is not uniform. This one is little bit the gap is higher here, but you need to make sure that it is uniform. Okay, and now after the preparing content, the next step is to record the videos. Recording videos and then uploading videos. Uploading videos. Monetization and marketing. Spread the word or marketing. Okay, in this, if you think about it, preparing content is one thing, and then recording the videos and uploading videos can be categorized into one group. Okay, and then monetization and marketing can be considered as one group. Okay, so if you have the shapes which are related to one thing, you can click on that and you can say grouping. So you can group these two things, and similarly you can group these two things. Right click, grouping, group, and then you have this this top level rectangle which is preparing content. So after preparing the content, we want to do the recording videos, uploading videos, and then monetization. So again, in the shape there are connectors. So there are different types of connectors. I am using this arrow because it's one way. After preparing the content only we will try to record the video. So before creating the arrow, let's make sure the group is selected, and let us try to apply the fill. No, it did not work. Anyway, let's when you are grouped, whenever you click, by default it will select the entire group, and if you want to choose particular rectangle in that group, you can select that one, and then it will automatically pick that up. Now let us connect with arrow. Click on the shape, connector, choose the connector, and then choose it. So you can leave it like this because we are trying to connect to from this one to this one. Or if you want to, in this case, if you want to define and connect to this one, because after preparing the content we want to go to the recording videos, and then after recording the videos we want to upload the videos, and after uploading the videos we want to monetize the videos, and after monetizing the videos we want to market the videos. Like this you can prepare the content leveraging the shapes, but in some cases you need to add animation so that the shapes are rendered automatically. For example, if you can bring the preparing content and then explain a little bit about it, and then once you click, if the next group comes up, and once you finish the explanation, and again when you click, if you want to bring the next group, you need to implement something called animations using the same slide. I have seen some people preparing multiple slides for that, which is not a very good idea. You have to leverage animations. For that, you can click on animations here. Before once you choose the animation, just select all the shapes you want to include in the animation. In this case, I want to include everything, and then it will show you all the animations that can be applied on this. And let's use something called float in. So it will look if you all these things by default will be floated in as one group, but we can rearrange it by clicking on the reorder on top right corner, and by default you can see that all the the shapes are displayed in the order we have created in the PPT. Now we have to rearrange. First we want to only see the preparing content, and then we want to see the group which have the recording videos and uploading videos, which is not very well explained here, but we will see. So click on outside that, and they will be deselected. And when you actually select a particular rectangle, the rectangle in custom animation section, the respective shape on the presentation will be highlighted. Here you can see that this one is related to this one, preparing content. We want that to be in the beginning, so there is no need to change that. And then you can choose group 11. So group 11 is the second group, which includes both the rectangles, and then group 10 is this one. But once the group 11 is rendered, we want the connector which connects the preparing content and recording videos is connected, and also the arrow between recording and videos and uploading videos should be grouped with the main ones. So let's close this one. Let's go to home. First let us group all these three shapes. So make sure you choose everything which you want to group, and then click on it, grouping, group it. So now all the three shapes in this one will be grouped. Similarly, we will group these ones also. Group, even the arrow become part of the group. Now you can choose this, you can choose everything and go to animations, and now you can see that there are fewer things. One is the rectangle, the first rectangle, and then second one is this one, and then third one is this one. One minute, something is wrong. Okay, animations. Okay, so that one is for some reason it did not select it when we select everything and choose animation. So you can select that shape to add to the existing flow and click on float in. So even these two shapes are now added as part of the animation, and you can actually see the preview by looking at the by clicking on the star icon on the left side of the slide on the slides preview on the left side. So this is the preview. So first it is getting the rectangle, preparing content and arrows together, which is not very good. So what we have to do is choose this second item, and then under the effect options, no, actually under the timing, you say on click. Similarly, even this one, say on click. So now if you look at the preview, first one you will get the rectangle, then the arrow, then the shapes. Again, it is not good. So what we have to do is we have to reorder. So second one after the rectangle, we should get the recording videos and uploading videos group, which is group 24 in this case, and group 25 is this one. So select the group 24 and use the up arrow to move it to the second level, and then this one to the fourth level. Now you can click on the preview, and you can see that first it came preparing content, then the recording videos and uploading videos, then the arrow, then monetization marketing, then the arrow. Once this is done, you can close this one, select and go to home, and then choose the slideshow. On the on the bottom left corner there is the icon for slideshow. This one is the icon. You can click on that, and now you can click down arrow or the mouse button. First it came preparing content, then the recording videos and uploading videos group, and then the arrow, and then the monetization marketing, and then arrow. So this is how you can use the animations along with the shapes and text and prepare your presentation. So you can not only do the animation on shapes like this, you can also say text box and start typing here into multiple lines. and then you can actually go to animations, click on reorder, and select this text box and click on float in, and you can see the text box completely here. And if you want to again divide this text, you can do that also. In this case everything is grouped together, but if you want to actually add bullet points and animate more on this, you can do that also. Even within text box also you can actually get one bullet point after the another bullet point. For example, here in the agenda you can choose this text and choose the animation, and then choose each and every line and say on click. On click, and now this slide is also part of animation. You can choose this one and see that each line come one after the other. So you can include these animations for effective presentation. So these three are the things which I want to cover. Shapes, formatting, and animations. Formatting means changing the size of the text, changing the indentation, and all those things, which is already covered, and animations are also covered. So use these tips for effective presentation and prepare your presentations to explain more complex concepts, and then you can leverage those presentations to build your content and get most out of it, whether it can be monetary or it can be branding, whatever it is. That being said, I hope you are enjoying the content on my channel. If you like this video, please click on the like button. If you want to provide feedback or ask any technical questions on this, please use the comment section of the video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. You will see a lot more content on my channel with respect to information technology over time. Thank you. Bye.